Hey everyone, it's Remy. It's been a while since I posted a video. That's just because of the holidays. I mean, y'all know the deal. It's crazy busy, and I tried to do a video the week before Christmas, but it just didn't work. I think it was just because I was worried because I made the internet slower because I couldn't afford like super high speed. So, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to post any, but I decided to try it. um, so part of the reason I'm making this video is that, first of all, I got through the holidays. I'm glad they're over. I'm finishing up my birthday currently. And honestly, I've kind of gotten a slap in the face of like humble pie. I've been like given a slice of humble pie, and it's been like shoved in my face. With the recent death of Leila Alcorn, that's been all over Tumblr and stuff, and it's funny because for me, like my feelings are different than most people's, and it's not that my heart goes out to her, all of those similar feelings, but for me, it's also given me a slap in the face, and a good one. I needed it, for like how thankful I really should be for my parents, because yeah, okay, they still don't believe me, but they're trying, and a lot of that, them not believing me, is going to be fixed by like time, and that's not something that I can hurry up. So a lot of what they're looking for is going to take time, and but in the meantime, my mom is doing little things, and it's good. And so hearing Leila's story has made me thankful for that, at least, that it wasn't that bad. And I don't know, I had a really rough holiday. It was good, but it was also really bad. But I don't know, I've kind of moved past a lot of the feelings about it because of what happened with Leila, and how her parents are treating her. I'll say that if I was to die tomorrow from some random thing, that I don't know how much my parents would respect like me after I died, with that in regards to how I'd be buried and stuff. But I think it'd be hard for them. Not that I really think that they would bury me in a dress or whatever, but I think it'd be hard for them because I think that my mom recognizes that this is who I am right now, at least. I think she's kind of accepted that. Oh, here's Jude. Hi. You want to say hi? He wants my attention. But anyway, so yeah, and what was really good for me is on New Year's Eve. Was it New Year's Eve? Yeah. Dude! Somebody was coming over to look at the place because my landlord wants to have somebody buy the entire complex, so they're the landlord now instead of him. And so I had to clean my entire place, and it was bad. It was really messy, and I've just been letting it go and letting it go and letting it go. And so I needed to really clean it, and cleaning is like a stress reliever for me, and you can tell how I feel by how clean and organized my place is, because usually what will happen is I'll let go with self-care, and then I'll do like a bunch of it and clean everything and stuff. So that's kind of what happened, and I was able to get a lot of my stress, and I just kind of let my brain go and like do like the stream of the unconscious, and just let myself, like, my brain just like go and go and go, and I don't attach any feelings to it. And so by the end of it, though, I had all this like anxiety kind of built up, so I knew I was planning on doing self-care, and so I did some stretching, and because I could just feel my whole body was just, I was taking the stress out of my brain and putting it in my body from weeks and months since I've done really good self-care. And I think it was also because I let a lot of that out. My body was not matching like how I was feeling, because I was feeling a lot better. So then I was doing stretches, and I really was doing some breathing and just really relaxing and finding a center, and it felt really amazing. So I got to ring in the new year like feeling so good. And what was really great is after I did all those breathing exercises and all that, I just looked in the mirror and I was just like, man, like, it's really hard to describe the feeling, but I just felt so comfortable. Excuse me. I just felt like so sure about what I was doing. Yeah, there were parts of me that was like, oh, I'm not quite looking as much like a boy, like, I still have feminine features, but I looked in the mirror and I was like, no, I'm a boy, like, this is me now, like, this is who I am, you know, and I was just like, there's no turning back, like, I'm not turning back. And I know I've said that many times too, but I was having a really hard time throughout the holidays with that because of such a pushback that I was getting from my grandmother and then later from my aunt. So it's been really rough. So it was really great to, you know, look in the mirror and I was like, I see myself as a boy and I feel like a boy. I was like, I don't know if anybody else can see it, but I can see it. Like, it's so weird to me that people see me as a girl, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm feminine. I know that I'm feminine, and I'm not gonna really necessarily give that up. Like, if I'm less feminine, then I'm less, like, I end up being less feminine, but that's not something I'm like actively trying to change in myself. I'm trying to be myself, you know. So it's weird for me that people say she, you know, at this point, not even necessarily like a stab, it's just like weird, because I'm like, I don't feel that way. And what's really good is I was able to meet up with a friend of mine who's also trans, and it was really good. They were really validating. They've kind of come like my dad, and I've been calling him dad, and he calls me son and stuff. It's really cute. So it's been really cool. Yeah. So I've just kind of been going through a lot, but I've kind of, you know, started out the new year with feeling good and feeling centered again, and I'm trying to do more things around that, like breathing or trying to get some of my spirituality back, and because I haven't really done that in a really long time, and I've been missing that, and I've been wanting to do that. I've been putting it off. So yeah, I am seeing a new therapist as well, and she's really good. She was recommended to me by my like second dad that I mentioned, and she's really good. She doesn't quite understand like being trans or anything, but she's helped parents of trans kids, so which is really good. That's something, you know. And she works right down like 20 minutes away, so that's perfect for me. Oh, speaking of which, I need to make a phone call. Anyway. And so it's good, and I'm probably going to talk to her, like I told her about how I felt about my, you know, wanting to go on T and everything, and she really agreed with me, and she was, you know, she liked hearing that I researched, so, but she agreed that, you know, it sounds like I'm really thought about this and everything, so I'm going to probably bring up to her, you know, possibly about going on T and talking to my endocrinologist, and maybe getting that ball rolling. That would be really awesome. I'm hoping within the next 3 months that I'll be on it, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, that's all I needed to say. I will put links to my Tumblr and my Twitter down below, and give this a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.